Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy, Take the Shot here, and today I'm gonna be playing the golf club. And this looks like a pretty easy course, so hopefully I won't do too terrible. But I'm pretty bad at this game, just like I am at golf in real life. So we're gonna see how it goes. But I think this game is a lot of fun because the
Hello
physics
there
in
and
it
welcome to the golf club.
are
I'm
just
interested to see what we
amazing.
have on tap here today for this course.
I could turn this guy off because he's kind of annoying, but I don't really care. But I think this is a par 4. I think we have to lay up here because these trees are pretty close. Yeah, I don't think we really have a choice. How far away is that? Yeah, we'll use the driver, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't go, we'll go down to 3 wood. I don't think that'll go into the rough. Got a pretty good release there.
This one's looking good.
Yeah, I think we're okay. So yeah, I picked this course because it's supposed to be really easy. I've never played it before
All
though.
right, looking at 150
But
yards-ish.
hopefully I can do decent. I mean, whatever happens, we're just gonna take it regardless. I don't actually know what fade does, so I shouldn't mess with that. I use the loft thing a lot though. I'm starting to get these releases down. Normally I
Doesn't
just
look like
shank
it's on
them
the
like
fairway, but
crazy,
it's all right.
especially when I first start playing. That's not very good because that's not on the green. I use too much loft, or I just didn't judge the wind enough. Um, yeah, we should probably chip this. Hopefully it doesn't go too far. Well, it didn't go far enough. I didn't want to do 100 power
All
there
right,
because
12
I
footer
was
here.
afraid it would go past the hole. This looks like an easy putt, but I'm pretty terrible, so. Well, not easy, but okay, well, we made it.
Nice.
Alright,
Solid
that's fair enough.
stroke on that one. Well done.
We could have got probably better if
After the
we
first
actually landed
hole,
on the
even
green,
par.
but we'll take a par. Honestly, if I can break even, I'd be pretty happy. I didn't actually check the distance, so hopefully I don't get screwed over
Nice.
here.
Should be in the fairway.
He said it's in the fairway. Oh yeah, we're fine.
And looks like
But
you
yeah, I
have
think
about
this game is pretty
135
good.
yards or so
It's
to go.
$35 on the Xbox store or whatever, the PlayStation store. And now a lot of people complain, especially on if you check the reviews on Steam, just loft this up a little bit, that there's not like enough content in it, and that's definitely true, but it's not a $60 game, it's just $35. And I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, they could have
All right,
added
you're
like
on
one
with
more mode or
a
something
fair
and just
amount of
called this a
green to
$60
cover for
game.
your next
So
putt.
I think it's not. I think it's worth $35. That was probably, yep, that was bad because it was uphill,
Let's see if we can save par on this putt.
but the green is really flat, side to side, anyways. Oh my, ah,
Oh!
yeah. There's gonna be
All right, let's see how this
many
adds up.
more where that came from because I'm terrible at putting that in the
Sitting
game.
at
I'm
one
surprised I
over
made
the
that one on the
round.
first hole. To be honest, that's not one I normally make. That last hole was more how I normally putt. So we could just hit this from here because the distance is pretty close. But the problem is it'll probably just roll when it lands. So I'd rather it stick as soon as it lands. So, well, we screwed ourselves. We didn't get, you see the thing on the right there? I didn't get 100% power, and oh my, well, we
All
almost
right,
went in the water. At
let's
least we
just
didn't.
reload and try that again.
Guess we'll use the lob wedge and just like go up to like 50%. Yeah, that's actually not bad right there. Maybe go here. Only got 93 power. It actually makes a pretty
Let's
big
see if we
difference when you're in the
can
rough like that.
save par on this
But
putt here.
this is not one I normally make. I just gotta do it. Oh,
Gah.
so close. Whatever. I mean, as long as we get it in 2
All right,
putts,
let's see how these numbers add up.
normally we'd be all right. But
Two
We're not
over for
doing
the
very good
round.
at getting onto the green to
Okay,
begin
let's
with.
give her a smash here.
I told you I'm terrible at this game. I'm not very good. I don't know much about golf anyways.
Looks like you'll
But
be in the short stuff here.
actually, this looks like a pretty easy hole. We should be able to get on the green in 2, which means that if we could make a
Okay,
putt,
we
we could get an
are
eagle,
about
but we probably can't. So we could still get a
245
birdie.
yards
That's
out.
just a pretty small green though. Problem is we have to use the 3-wood, and if you hit the 3-wood onto the green, it's just gonna roll into the rough. But I think that's still better than laying out. There wasn't wind. You know what? This might actually probably won't even make it to the green anyways. But it might bounce. You know what? Let's just do it. I can't take too long. This video is gonna be long as it is.
Could be in
I'm
the
gonna do
rough
all
here.
18 holes. I don't know why that went to the left because I didn't aim it that way and the wind wasn't pushing it that way, but not terrible right here. I think we will use the lob wedge here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the only option. I don't think chip works from here. That might be. We might have to try to use less power than 100, which is pretty hard to do. Yeah, we barely even gave it less than 100. Not terrible though. If we didn't shank that, that probably would have been a pretty good shot.
It's for birdie.
It's kind of difficult. The only thing you use to swing is the right analog stick.
One
It's
over
kind of
for
like
the
if you ever
round.
played Madden, it's like kicking the field goals.
Okay,
Well, it
fifth
depends
hole
what
coming
Madden,
up.
but in the latest one, I'm pretty sure this is the way you kick it. But it's kind of difficult because you have to do it like perfectly straight, otherwise it'll get shanked. And on drives, that's a pretty big deal. See, this is another one where I'd like to go right to the hole, but I mean, with the trees and everything, it's just, you can't do it. We have to lay up. It's not too bad. Let's see what the distance on that is. 200. Might go up to the 4-iron. Hopefully it doesn't go in the rough. It is downhill, and we definitely shanked it. Oh, this is not good. You know what? That might. I mean, it's not good, obviously, but it's
pretty
decent. If it didn't go into the deep rough, I
give it a good
wouldn't mind that, but we
in
did.
the right direction.
Hopefully, you see, the thing about the rough is it's difficult to predict like how many yards it's going to take off your shot. Whereas the wind, you can kind of better judge. I think this will do it though. If we don't shank it, I'm shanking everything right now.
Towards the
Never mind. It wasn't even going to be close anyways. Yep, I guess this is just going to be one of those holes. I mean, the thing is, I don't know which is better because obviously using these clubs are better for like hitting in the rough, but if it doesn't make it that far, then it's kind of for nothing. It's actually a pretty tough hole. I mean, it would have helped if I didn't shank the initial shot. 9-iron maybe does it. We don't shank it. We shanked it a little bit. Not terrible. I think the wind will help us out a little bit here. I mean, we pretty much already screwed this hole. But we can maybe come away with like a double bogey. It's not going to be good. It's definitely not going to be good any way you slice it. We're going to have to use less than 100 power here, which is really difficult to do. And it's not bad. That's not a bad shot. See, it rolls back a little bit if you lob it like that as well. It kind of like puts spin on it. Try to use that to your advantage whenever you can.
Nice putt.
We come away with a double bogey. That's pretty terrible. Not gonna lie,
round.
especially since this is supposed to be an easy course.
Ball smash.
But I'm just shanking the ball. Let's see. That's 250 yards. Can we not shank it? That is really the question here. It might go into the, you know, it might actually be okay if we don't shank it, but we will. No, well, we shanked it.
Got all of that one.
Actually, you know what? I would have rather shanked it to the right, I guess, if I had to choose, but I'd rather just not shank it at all.
Well, you're in the rough with the line.
But it's only 60 yards, so it's really not that bad. I think we just hit this. The sand wedge pretty much ignores the rough sometimes it doesn't.
Well, looks like this may be in the deep stuff.
All right, well, that's not terrible. We're on the green, except it rolled back into the fringe. but not bad here. See, I prefer to putt this instead of chipping it. It likes to tell you to chip it, but really the fringe doesn't do that much to affect your shot. I'm just a terrible putter though,
5-footer here, nothing too
but
bad.
hopefully we can make this.
Very nice putt.
All right, well we come away with par. I mean, really,
And
our
that'll put
drives
you
are
at
just
3 over for
screwing
the
us at this
round.
point. If we could just hit it straight,
Okay, this is hole number 7 on the tee.
this
Let's do
is
this.
actually a pretty short hole. I'm worried about overshooting it, so I think we'll just hit this. Then again, it might roll off. And hopefully it won't. Yeah, well, we shanked it. That probably won't roll off, but it might not land on the green.
I hope this bites.
Yeah, it might go in the rough. All right, we'll
Nice.
take that. We will
Ended up all
definitely
right
take
there. Okay, for
anything
the
where we get
birdie.
on the green, even though it's going to be real tough. Hopefully we can two-putt this. I didn't want to hit it too hard because it's downhill. Yeah, either way there was tons of break. Pretty much I didn't want to hit it past the hole because then I might end up with a bogey.
Little
I'm still
5-footer
probably
here,
will
nothing too
anyways here
scary.
because this is a pretty tough putt. For me anyways. Okay,
Nice. Solid
that was almost
stroke
bad.
on that one. Well done. Okay, so
All right,
that'll
well,
keep
at
you
least we
at
got a
3 over
par in
for
here.
the round.
Yep, I think we're gonna screw this up because our driving is pretty much awful. That's not the worst one I've ever seen,
Looking good so far.
definitely, but yeah, I think we'll take that. That is a pretty good shot right there. Should be able to get on the green at 2.
And
Set ourselves up for maybe a
about
birdie.
135 yards out from here.
Who am I kidding? Let's just not get ahead of ourselves here. I think we're gonna have to go up a club. I put a little bit of spin on it. I'm a little worried that it's not enough, so I'm gonna put a little bit more because I don't want to go into the water. We'll see. The wind
I think
definitely
you're
didn't
heading
do
into the
anything. I don't know
cabbage
why
on
I
this
thought it
one.
would. It's only 2 miles per hour, but we got a favorable bounce, so
Okay, solid approach.
that's not
All right,
terrible.
13-footer here.
Might be too much break. I'm gonna do it anyways. See what happens. Wow, that is
Nice.
a good shot. I'm actually surprised I made that. So we got a birdie.
Sitting at
We need to
2
get a lot
over
more
for
of
the
those to make up
round.
for all of our mistakes.
Okay, here we go.
Hopefully the second half of this course is gonna be easier than the first. Well, the front 9. Gotta get my golf terms going. Yeah, it's about 300 yards. We shouldn't go off. Unless it rolls, but then we're pretty much screwed either way. I'm more worried about shanking this. That was actually a good shot right there. That is pretty much as good as it gets. Didn't go very far, but it's a par 5. You're not really supposed to reach the green at 2, although it's nice when you do.
Now looks like 230 yards.
Problem is this tree. If this tree wasn't in my way, I mean, we're probably still gonna go for it anyways. Either we can just try to go for the green, and it'll probably land in one of those sand traps because this tree is in the way. Or we can just lay up and then get on the green at 2. I'd probably rather be in the sand trap than to lay up. But it could go pretty bad if we shank it. You know what? Let's just not be stupid here. That's about maybe 175 yards or something like that. We'll go a little bit less. Loft it up a little bit. That should not go in the water. I really hope it doesn't. Cut it a little bit closer than I expected. Yeah, the rough will stop it.
No good.
Not
so you're in the
what
rough
I
here.
planned. Definitely not what I planned. But we should still be able to get on the green here. Hopefully that bites. Yeah, that's not ideal. I'm not sure if I can putt this. It's in the rough, and we're gonna try anyways. Because if I chip it, whenever I chip it, I just hit it too far. I'd rather not hit it hard enough. then it roll off, especially because it had slope on
Almost
the other
got
side.
that birdie. Ugh, maybe next time.
Yeah, screw you,
All
buddy.
right, let me dig out the scorecard
This guy's
here.
actually really annoying. You can turn him off, but I don't care, I guess.
And after 9, you're not doing too bad.
It's actually
I
it's
think
kind
you
of
could
cool how they
still
made him, because he
maybe
actually does
10
have a
over
lot of
for
different
the
things
back 9 though.
that he says. And you think like he says he'll say like, oh, this is gonna be on the fairway, and then sometimes he'll be wrong sometimes. So like he'll be like, oh, how am I supposed to know? I'm not perfect. So I mean that's kind of cool, I guess, but not like when it's obvious. Only when it's like borderline. So it's kind of cool how they did that. There's not a whole lot of features in this game. It's pretty simple right now, but the things that are in it work pretty well. I mean, work pretty much
Doesn't look like it's
perfectly.
on the fairway, but that's
Didn't
all right.
go quite enough. See, sometimes the pitching wedge just ignores the rough. Other times it does that. I think we will chip this. It's probably far enough. I don't know. I didn't give it all the power. I was kind of worried about it.
10-footer here.
Should have gave it 100. Still, this green's pretty flat. That could go. All right.
Nice little putt
Almost
on
didn't
that
put enough
one.
on it,
Well
but that was
done.
pretty good.
Okay, so that'll keep you at
But we
2
are not going
over
to get
for the
back
round.
with pars. We need to get some birdies. See, this looks like a hole that I pretty much just usually fuck up, because I get greedy and I end up in the water. Because it's a par 5. I try to get there in 2. It's possible, but pretty unlikely. So let's not do that. Yeah, we can't even. I don't think it's even possible to go in the water unless you shank it, which I definitely will. All right, we didn't shank it.
This is a
That
beauty.
should be good if it doesn't roll in the rough. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good shot. We might actually be able to make it to the green in 2, which would give us a chance for an eagle, more likely a birdie,
And this looks like around 235
or like a triple bogey,
to
knowing
the
us.
pin.
Yeah, we can definitely get on the green in 2. Problem is, it'll probably roll off into the rough though. I mean, it definitely will, or into the sand trap. But I don't know. I'd probably rather go short than long here. We'll see. Shanked it a little bit, not too bad.
Could be in the rough here.
It's gonna be in the rough, but probably better than the sand trap. It's debatable. Yeah, we used a lob wedge here. That might be good. Yeah, I'll just hit that. Okay, well we shanked it. Might have been a good shot had we not
All right,
shanked
12-footer here.
Moot point either way. That was a little hard. Actually, no, that was pretty good. We just didn't play enough break.
Alrighty, moving on.
Again, we get a par. We should be getting birdies.
And that'll
I mean,
keep
that's
you
the type of hole
at 2
where you
over
could
for the
potentially
round.
eagle it if you didn't suck like me, but well, I suck. That's probably
this one
gonna go
bites.
too far. Yep, that's definitely gonna go too far. If it stops in the fringe, no,
Well,
it
hate
goes
to
into the
say I
rough.
told
Gonna
you
have
so.
to chip it. That's a pretty tough green right there. I think we'll just hit it. Going downhill, it might come back. It's not terrible as long as it stops. That's not bad. Still, it's a par
Okay,
3. It's a
let's see
pretty
what
tough
you can
par
do with this
3.
8-footer.
Definitely a pretty tough par 3. Come on. Okay,
Very
we
nice
got it.
putt.
Afraid I hit a little bit too hard, but
Okay,
Heard
so
it too
that'll
soft,
keep
but
you
it's
at
fine.
2 over for the round.
yeah, this definitely is a pretty easy course. I'm just being stupid. See, this is a time where I'm gonna get greedy probably, because the course wants you to just go over there and just lay up. But you can cut over these trees probably with a driver. But it's one of those times where if we shank it, it's really gonna screw us over. But we didn't. And we're still gonna hit the trees. I should have put it a little bit more to the right. It's still better than laying up, probably, unless it goes in the water. All right.
Okay, the ball is sitting above your feet.
This
here.
is
You're gonna want to
definitely
maybe aim a little more to the right than you
a
normally would.
worrisome shot. See, it's so realistic. If the ball's like when it's on a slope like this, the guy tells you gotta aim it a little bit more to the right. I mean, it's a pretty damn realistic game. I'm worried about this for a lot of reasons, really, but we're just gonna hit it. Mainly because it might roll. We don't want it to roll in the water,
Well
but that
done, getting over
actually
the
ended up
deep
being a pretty
stuff
good shot.
there. Moving along.
This green's pretty flat. Can't miss that.
Sweet.
All right, there we go. So we finally get a birdie. We go down to 1 over par.
All right.
Still
one over
definitely
for the
not
round.
acceptable,
All
but
right.
I would settle
Let's
for
let
even
her
par.
rip.
Definitely gonna have to lay up here. Can't even make it all the way to the edge. Well, maybe if it rolls, actually, that's kind of concerning, but we're gonna hit it anyways. Probably fine.
Nice. Should be in the fairway.
Yeah, that's pretty fine. Yeah, we should be able to make it on the green
And
too.
you were about 150 yards from the pin, I'd
This is
say.
one of those times where it's kind of in between clubs. So it's like, yeah, you probably go up to the next one and then loft it. But it's hard to predict. And then you got the wind in there as well. Hopefully it makes it on the green. Pretty good release. Well, that actually was a pretty good shot. I'm actually pretty satisfied with
I
that.
loved every second.
I
That's a
will
good shot. That was well
take
done.
that by all
Okay,
means.
time to get out the scorecard.
All right, we're down to even. I'd
And
like
that
a little bit of a safety
performance,
cushion.
brings you down to even par. Not bad.
I don't really think that the back nine is easier than the front nine. I just think I fucked up more on the front nine. Hopefully, yeah, I got greedy. I got real greedy, and now we're probably in the we're in the sand trap. Well, I wanted to go a little bit farther, just cut across. Yeah, we're pretty much screwed here. See, I don't know if you can use a different club when you're in the sand like this. It looks like it is going to let me get away with using an 8-iron, but it's not going to go very far. Hopefully it doesn't go very far. That would oh god, don't go that far. That was pretty close. Ended up being a pretty ideal shot considering I was hitting out of the sand.
All right,
It's
you're on the
pretty
green.
difficult to
That
predict
is
where it's going to
awesome
go.
Stuff. All right, 14 feet to the hole.
That's a pretty good shot. A little bit worried I hit it too hard. But well, we end up going into the sand trap. We still get a birdie. That is actually
16th hole coming up here.
I'm pretty satisfied with
what
that.
you can do.
This is a par 5. It looks pretty long, but we might be. It's one of those where you can get there in 2, but you're gonna have to drive it, so you'll probably go in the rough. And you shanked it. Yeah, we might not make there in 2, which is okay, I guess. Get a fortunate bounce, so we're in the fairway at least. Yeah, we'll probably drive it there because, well, we're not very smart. No, I don't think you can. It is downhill, but we only have 245 yards. I don't think that's going to make up for it. We're definitely going in the water. So let's just figure out the distance. 500 minus about 300. Maybe a little bit. I'm worried about the 5 wood because it could roll. So we'll just use the 3-iron. Definitely won't go in the water unless it does. Okay, that actually, I don't know why it suggested a 5 wood because that definitely would have gone in the water. Alright, that was a very good shot. It wouldn't have been a good shot if it went in the water, but it's a pretty good shot now. So I think we'll use the pitching wedge. We'll give it a little bit of... See, I always overcompensate for the wind. Maybe a little bit more loft. Hard to say. Well, we shanked it, so it's going to be a terrible shot regardless. I'll accept that. It's in the fringe. So we will putt. Not the easiest green I've seen on this course. Didn't hit it hard enough. That's okay, I guess. We should be able to 2-putt
4
that.
feet to the hole. You can do this.
So,
nice.
you know, it is what it is. It's,
stroke on that one. Well
it looked
done.
like it was one that you
And
could
that'll
get there in
keep you at
2,
one
but
under for the round.
you really could. Not likely, anyways. You'd definitely be risking going in the water. See, this is a tough one because we have to be precise because if we don't make it on the green, then we go in the water. Maybe there's a little bit of rough. and it's in between clubs. We hit it here, it might land on the green. It probably lands on the green. Or we go up a club and then lob it a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit concerned. The wind's gonna help us out a little bit, and we shanked it a little bit.
This one's a beauty.
I think we're, yeah, well, that's definitely what I meant to do. What? Holy crap, that was a pretty good shot.
Right. 4 feet. Let's do this.
I am pleased with that. It's uphill a little bit, a little concerning, but we
Yes.
made it anyways. So we're 2 under
2
par
under
right
for the
now.
round.
That is a pretty good back 9 when you compare it to my front 9. And I believe this
Okay,
is the last
18th
hole.
here. Let's clear our heads. Got the clubhouse coming up after this.
So as long as we don't
Just let it
really
fall.
screw this up, we should finish under par, which was my goal. It is one of those that you could really screw up with a bad drive here. Fortunately, I got a pretty good one as far as I'm concerned. And I will accept that.
Sweet.
So if you want to play
Looking at
this
around
course, the name is up there in the top
15 or
left.
so yards to
It's
the
like
pin here, I'd
BSG
say.
Eagle Lodge V1. The game has player-made maps. They're pretty awesome. I mean, there's tons of them. Anybody can just make their own map. It's pretty cool. So I would definitely recommend you get this game if you like golf.
Well, looks like
Might
this
be
may
discouraged
the
by
big
all the
stuff.
bad reviews, but I mean,
Alright, on the
there's
green.
not a lot of
This one's
game
for
modes in this
birdie.
really. You just play courses pretty much, and you can play against other people. I'm offline right now because I was having problems with my connection, but it's really not. I mean, you basically just play against like other people's times, other people's, like you can see the ghosts of their ball. It's kind of cool. They are gonna add a well, we
Nice.
made it. They're gonna add a like a seasons mode eventually. I believe they're gonna release it for the collector's edition in like a month, and then after that, they're gonna release it as like DLC. So yeah, if you want to see me play more of this game, then let me know. And otherwise, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.
Tell them that I made it, cause I listened to my haters. Took what they said and negated. Yeah, I played it like I'm Tebow. Pour me out another one, take a shot and reload.